Hi guys, how's it going? Caitlin here and welcome to my kitchen for another week of meal prep. I hope you guys are excited. Meal prep is a love yourself later activity and you're gonna love yourself when you have three meals ready and prepped to go this week. It's gonna make your week so much easier, quite honestly. If you don't have your prep list yet, I want you to just pause here, go in the description for the video and you're gonna find a link to your prep list there. You can print that off, grab your ingredients, and then come right back here. This week's menu, it's gonna be Mediterranean chicken wraps, chicken gnocchi soup, and maple mustard chicken. So if you are feeling that, then let's go, shall we? Like I do many times, there's 3 levels of prep here. So I'm gonna start with level 3. If you just are doing level 1, you can skip ahead of what I'm doing right now if you want to, or get ahead of the game and start doing your things now. If you want to get the time to table results that you do see in the meal plan, you're gonna want to go all the way with me to level 3. Okay, I'm gonna start with level 3 now, which is stuff that's gonna do itself while I'm doing other things, and that's how we gain back time, my friends. So I'm going to cook a couple of chicken breasts. I'm just gonna get my pan heated up here. Yeah, throw a little oil in there. So I'm gonna cook my chicken, I'm gonna cook some bacon, all of the good things in life. You can cook your chicken, you can cook your bacon however you feel like doing it. I do like cooking my bacon on a stone bar pan. And why is just because it is really stinking easy. It is just hands-off cooking at its finest. So I'm just throwing it all in the bar pan, I throw it in the oven, and then I don't have to worry about bacon spitting at me or doing any of the things. Takes like maybe 25 minutes-ish and it's done. So nice and easy, and I like easy. I mean, that's the name of the game. That's why we're here, right? It's to be able to put together nice, easy meals. And it does feel like slightly counterintuitive to be taking extra time to be prepping the meals, but I promise you it does actually save you time in the long run because you kind of get in a groove. Not just getting in a groove, but you also end up doing less dishes. We're only bringing these ingredients out once. If we were gonna do it throughout the week, we'd be taking it out more times than that. And it does actually take a few minutes even to just get in the groove of something. So if you're making something for supper once, it's kind of crazy. It takes as long to prep for 3 meals as it does to cook for 1 meal most of the time. Okay, gonna throw this in the oven. And start the timer, good to go. Okay, so let's do its thing. I'm gonna cook my chicken. I am going to butterfly the chicken because it cooks faster that way. And I'm a big fan of things that do things faster. All about the efficiency. So, just gonna move this board for a minute. That one to get easy. So you do not have to butterfly your chicken if you don't want to. Like I said, you can cook it any way that you want to do it. I just find if I butterfly it, it does cook faster, takes more out of my time, and I don't know, it just works for me. I use this contraption here. It's called a close and cut because I am extraordinarily klutzy and nobody should trust any of my knife skills or kitchen skills whatsoever. And if you are not a professional chef, that's why we should be friends, because you know what? If I can do this, so can you. I promise. There we go. Nice and easy. It's spring loaded on each side so that it makes it like perfectly even, and it's also dishwasher washable. That's the kind of easy I like. That is less, you know, I don't really have to touch and play with the chicken. I'm not one for playing with raw meat. It is just not my thing. Not my jam. So just gonna salt and pepper both sides. If you want to season it, you certainly can. If you want to put some like Italian seasoning on there, or if you have a Greek rub or something, I think that would be delicious. You could definitely do that. This is always kind of a, I don't want to say starting point, for goodness knows, like it's way more than just started. But it's your plan, right? So you make it match what works for you. My kids tend to like plain chicken. So I'm at a plain chicken point in my life. Give my hands a quick wash. There we go. I don't think I touched anything nasty, but you never know. Better to be safe than sick. So now I'm going to start with, go back to level 1 and do the things there, and then just keep working my way down, okay? So I'm gonna slice up some cucumber wraps. You can chop it as big or as small as you would like to do. Yeah. That's what we're doing. This is where I'm going with it. Just imagine how you want it to look in your wrap and then make it so. Oops, I don't want you in there. You're good. So my prep board, it's like a cutting board with pockets in it, which doesn't seem like it would be necessary, but I compare it to like leggings. If your leggings don't have pockets in them, they're not gonna be your favorite leggings. Your favorite leggings are gonna have like, you know, very useful pocket on them. Same thing with a favorite cutting board. Your favorite cutting board is probably gonna have pockets. You might be looking at it right now. True story. Okay, so there's some cucumber cut up. Also gonna slice up some radish, and I think I'm gonna put it in the same container as the cucumber. So it's going on the same wrap. Should have mentioned as well, like there is a potential for different side dishes to go with your maple mustard sheet pan. If you choose, you want to have rice on the side, because that would be nice. You can make up your rice now if you want to as well. You can cook that any way you want. I think I'm probably going to do a side salad with mine, so I'm not prepping that right now. However, if you wanted to like chop up some lettuce or something, if you were going to do salad too, you could. So look at your prep list before, look at your week, and you might just be able to add some different stuff onto your prep list. Yay! But really, like the more you can get done now, the better. And it might even be a thing like maybe you prep breakfasts and do egg bites and things like that. You could do that now too. Like I said, the more you do now, then the less you're doing later. And that feeling is a good feeling. There we go. So I got some radish and some cucumber. Gonna make delicious with some wraps. I'm gonna slice up. Could be red onion. You could use shallot if you want to. I have a shallot. I personally love using shallot, but If you want to use red onion, you certainly can. I like shallot in raw thing. I don't know, it just doesn't taste real harsh. I appreciate that about it. There we go. So red onion or shallot, nicely chopped. I'm gonna prep some stuff for soup. And when you're doing your soup, like however you want to chop your veggies for your soup is perfectly fine as well. Maybe I want them sliced, maybe you want them diced. Maybe you want them chopped real small and hidden. You can do that. Maybe you want more of some veggies than what's listed. Awesome. You know what? Soup is like one of the best things that you can have to just empty out your crisper, right? Like, because there are many things that can just go in a soup and it can be very forgiving. There are some meals that are just awesome just to like hide extra veggies in, and I think that's definitely one of them. Okay, gotta do some chopping of some celery as well. Once again, chop it any way you want. There is no wrong way to do the things. Just your way, which might be the wrong way. All depends on who you're asking. The best way to find out if you're doing something the wrong way is to do it in front of your spouse. If you do it in front of your spouse or partner or whatever, they're obviously going to be the ones that will let you know if you are doing something terribly wrong. The judgment we reserve for the people we love most. What a magical thing when you can find that one person that you want to drive absolutely insane for the rest of your life. Special bond. If you are saving your soup for the last day, you might want to mix your celery and your carrots in with water. I think I'm probably going to be putting mine in tomorrow, so this is going to be fine. I'm not worried about anything happening with the celery and the carrots overnight. Get those done. I love cooking on cast iron. It was one of the things I did not start cooking on cast iron for quite some time, and Like after I started, it was the floodgates had opened and I adored it. Oh, I'm gonna chop up an onion. I'm just gonna store it in the same container as my shallot though. You know, save myself a little space in the fridge. Anyway, cast iron. I used to find it like kind of really intimidating, and I'm not sure why. It was just like, it seemed like it had special care. And then I got some, and I'm like, well, honestly, stuff's awesome. Now I can't get enough of it. I just find like food tastes better cooked off of it than it does if I'm making the same thing on something else. All right. Not gonna lie, me versus onions, I'm not the winner, so I know the limitations. I'm just gonna throw it in the food processor. You can use food processor, any sort of chopper of any sort, or you can just use your knife, but there we go, that's me being lazy. I mean, efficient. It's almost the same thing, right? And I am pretty lazy. It does go in the dishwasher as well. So I don't mind doing more dishes if they just go right into my dishwasher. For me, that's okay. I have myself fully prepared that by the time I am done doing my prep for the week, I'm just going to shove it all in the dishwasher and press start and just move on with my life. That is kind of where I'm at. There we go. Some more onion for the container. Let's see. What do we do next? This is like, you're just like pounding right through this stuff. My dog, I don't know if you just heard that. She's unimpressed with me, unimpressed with myself. We're doing awesome. But so I'm gonna mince my garlic. I'm gonna mince it and put it in, like, I have a little garlic prep tool here that minces my garlic for me. And then I'm just gonna store it with a little oil. If you wanted to wait until day of to do your garlic, you could certainly do that too. Or you can get yourself the ready pressed garlic that is stored in oil at the stores. This tool just kind of makes it quick enough for me to just do it this way. So usually I find the grocery store garlic pretty depressing, but this stuff actually seems quite fresh and good. I'm impressed. Not very often I'm impressed with the grocery store's produce. Look at you going, Superstore. Just rocking it. Okay, these cloves are actually pretty massive, so I'm going to half them before I mince them. We do grow garlic in our garden. It's the only thing that we grow in our garden, because it's literally the laziest thing anybody could ever grow. It's like, plant it, leave it, don't touch it, and that's almost it. There's not many more directions than that. There we go. So my garlic's all minced. And then I'm just going to cover it in some oil. Covering it in oil is just going to keep it from oxidizing. So that's why you see garlic and it's stored in oils, because you want to keep it from oxidizing. I'm just going to store it just in that same container in the fridge. It's going to be fine for a couple days. What are you doing, chicken? It's kind of an insulting thing to ask to a dead animal, isn't it? we got 3 out of 4 are all cooked. That ain't too shabby. I'll take that. The other is extremely close to being done. Awesome. Okay, let's see, what else are we gonna do? Trim and have some Brussels sprouts. Maybe you get some frozen Brussels sprouts, in which case you're not gonna have to do this. Yay, saving yourself a step. However, it's not like it's not the biggest chore in the world. I love Brussels sprouts. They're like adorable little miniature cabbages. Like, they're cute. Very underrated vegetable. If you don't like Brussels sprouts, then obviously do something different. Try something different with it. Maybe you do, if you try to keep it to the same color, it's less thought. So if you wanted to do like broccoli or green beans or something, go for that. And short of that, just go for something that people will eat. Any vegetables is better than no vegetables, so. There we go. Now those are ready to go. And guys, that's it for level 1. If that's all you got in you, then you did awesome. You did wicked. Oh, you gotta be done. Open that window before I, burn things down. All right. So we move on to level 2. Let's do it. Okay, gonna make some tahini sauce. So if you don't want to make your own sauce, you can just use like a garlic sauce or something like that on this. We're going to make some tahini sauce. There was a garlic sauce actually in the meal plan just before this, which was really good. I think it would go really good on this wrap too. So. You also could just throw like some hummus or something in this instead. Call it a day. So many different options for sauces. Like making your own is it's an option. It's something you can do if you want to, if you like doing things from scratch. And it doesn't really take long to make a good sauce at home. And then you don't have like 800 jars of sauces. And when you make your own sauces, they tend to be a little healthier. You have more control over what's going into them. They don't last as long, but you're only making enough that it's what you need, right? So I'm cheating. Instead of just using dill, I'm using a seasoning. It's called all-purpose dill, and it is like dill plus plus plus. It is so good. Cheating. Yeah, you know, now you can cheat too. that, we have ourselves a sauce. Kind of like herby Mediterranean type of sauce. Smells good. I'm excited already. You excited? I'm excited. Okay, there we go. So we got that. Gonna put together our seasonings for our soup. And this is where it starts feeling like you're making your own like HelloFresh type of thing, because you have the seasonings. All you gotta do is, you're not opening a packet, you're just, you know, like literally dumping out from a little container here. But how easy is that? Done. Wonderful. Oh, there's my lid. There you go. That'll store better. Okay, now I'm gonna make some maple mustard glaze. So the goal is just to have as much of the prep done so that it's just easy day of. So we all have enough hard in our lives. Let's make something easy this week. I promise that was the mustard, it wasn't me. It's a little embarrassing. There we go. I will check on that bacon in just 1 second. I'm not really that worried about it. Those are massive, it's beautiful. And voila! Oops. Sauce done. Herbs thrown on the floor. Opa! The bacon looks perfect. My kitchen smells amazing. It just crispy goodness. that's it. We're done. We are prepared for the week, and these meals are going to be delicious. And thank you so much for being with me. I hope that you enjoy the meals this week. I hope this makes your week so much easier. And don't kid yourself. Like, this is self-care at its finest. So take care of yourself this week, and I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.